All right, so in order to change the laser out, we're going to have to remove this part right here, the drum, the developer unit, and then there's a screw underneath there. And then we will need a little bit more of side, so we'll have to take this cover off and a board right here. And I'll go ahead and demonstrate as follows. So let's go ahead and take this part right off. Okay, once we remove that, we'll go ahead and start removing the drum unit. And as well, we're going to go, since we're aiming for the yellow, we'll go ahead and take this part right here, disconnect this wire, take out the developer unit. Now there's just one screw right here in order to take the developer off, or the laser off, and you'll see that it'll come right off. Now underneath there is a wire that we need to get off. Very hard to get in through this area right here, so we have to clear a good amount of space. So we might have to take off. There's two ways to do it, is if we take off this side cover right here, remove this side right here, and then remove this right here, or we can take off the IBT. I'll demonstrate both. To remove the IBT, you'll have one screw here, one screw here, one here, and one in here, 4, and then what you'll do is you kind of lift up, this cover will come right off. Then, in order to remove it, we'll open up the side cover door here, we'll take one screw off here, one screw off here, and then this gives a little bit more space for us to work with here. Alright, once you remove that, then you can pull this right up, and then it's going to stop at a certain point, which you want to grab the handle right here, and then you want to use your other hand to grab this right here and pull the IBT belt unit out. Alright, so it gives us a little bit more room to take this off, but there is a wire that's connected right in there, so you either have to put your hand all in there, but like I said, in order to get the much space that we need, we do have to take this side cover piece off, just so then we're able to put our hand there, disconnect the cable, and connect it. Alright, so you have one screw here, and then you'll just loosen these screws on the outer edge, because then from there, you're able just to pull the side and take that off. Now in here, we're going to have to remove this board here, so in order to do that, we'll have to disconnect it from here, and I believe there's a few screws on the outer edge in order to get this off, so I'll go ahead and demonstrate. Alright, so first we're going to have to remove the screws that are on the board. You'll see that they'll have some around here. Once it's off, you'll see that it'll come right off like so, and then we'll have to disconnect that cable. Next, then we'll show you what screws next to take off. Next, you will have to take this screw off here and kind of get this guide off. There's a screw right there, one. You'll just take this off because there is a little metal thing right here that's blocking us from taking this portion right out. Next, you're going to have one screw here and one screw here to remove this plate. Once you have that ready, you'll feed this one right out of position here, and then you'll follow this one here as well to take it off position. Now, in order to disconnect this one right here, it is right behind here. So you just pull on that, and then you're able to get it right off. It's right here. So then take this guy off, feed this wire out like so, and then we're able to take off this part right here. And then it lets us have the exposed area of the laser right here. So this is the difficult part right here, where when you have to put it back on. So as you see, we lift up, and then we're going to pull. So lift up, and then you're going to pull. So then when you push it in, you're going to make sure it's pushed in. So then when you put it back in there, you want to make sure you get it lined up in there, and then push it into that little slit right there. You may have to lift this little slit up and then push right in order to get this in there. Once you have it in there, then you're able to, put it back and reposition it and get it lined up into the position that needs to be necessary. So but yeah, that's how you replace the laser. It's a little bit tricky, but you need the space in order to put this wire in like that.